everyone, welcome back. This week's topic is have to. It's a very simple structure. So we use have to plus the verb in the base form to talk about rules and obligations or to say that something is necessary. For example, in my school we have to wear a uniform. So it's part of the rules in my school. It's something that's necessary for me to do. Another example, my brother has to wake up at 5:30 a.m. tomorrow. As you can see, this may refer to a present situation or a future situation, like the second example. Now, it's important to know that here we don't use contractions, so the verb have cannot be contracted to apostrophe VE. So here we have an example. I have to study for the exam tomorrow, and it would be incorrect to say I've to study for the exam tomorrow. Okay, so you cannot do this, not for this structure. Now here's a chart of the affirmative form. So I, you, we, and they have to wear a uniform. The third person, he, she, it, has to wear a uniform. The negative form is don't have to. So we use don't have to and again the verb in base form to say that something is not necessary, that you can do it but you don't need to do it. So you can see the example, the students don't have to attend the online session. It's something you can do and I recommend you to do it, but nothing happens if you don't attend the session or the video conference. She doesn't have to wake up early on Sundays. So she could do it. It's a possibility that she has, but she doesn't need to. It's not necessary, okay? So for the negative form, I, you, we, and they don't have to wear a uniform. Third person, he, she, it doesn't have to wear a uniform. Finally, the question form, we use do I have to wear a uniform? Do you have to wear a uniform? Yes, you do. No, you don't. Does he have to wear a uniform? Does she have to wear a uniform? Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. And you actually use this structure a lot when you ask me, teacher, do we have to take a picture of the book? Do we have to copy the questions? Do we have to work in pairs? So you use this a lot. You may be familiar with this structure already. If we are talking about past, well, the past of have to is had to. And the past of don't have to, didn't have to. Okay? So, yeah, when we say that something wasn't necessary in the past. So, last week I had to visit my grandma. In past, because I'm referring to last week. In negative, we didn't have to cook yesterday because we ordered pizza. Okay? So, talking about the past, didn't have to. And again, the verb in the base form. So, let's go over some practice exercises. You blank check your temperature before you enter. A has to, B have to, C didn't have. The correct answer, you have to. So everywhere you go, if you go to a supermarket, to the university, you have to check your temperature before you enter. Okay? This is incorrect because this is for the third person. This is incorrect because it's in the past and because it doesn't have to. So it's missing to. Number 2, Richard blank wear a suit to work, but he usually does. A doesn't has to, B don't have to, C doesn't have to. And the correct answer is doesn't have to because Richard is he. We need he doesn't. This is incorrect because we have two S, doesn't and has. So this is very, very incorrect. And don't have, well, because we're using he, Richard, we need doesn't. So it's not necessary for this guy to wear a suit, but he likes it, so he does it anyways. It's just not necessary, it's not a requirement. Number 3. Eleanor blank work hard to win the competition. A has to, B have to, C had to. The correct answer is has to. Again, it's third person she has to. And we're not talking about the past, right? Because it's a future competition. So she has to work hard. Finally, a man was injured in the accident, but he go to the hospital because it wasn't serious. A don't have to, B has to, C didn't have to. The correct answer didn't have to. So he was injured. I'm talking about the past. He was injured in the accident, but he didn't have to go to the hospital because it wasn't serious. So as you can see, we have past, past, past. And that will be it for this week. I hope the topic was clear. I think it's very simple. So let me know in the forum, what do you have to do this week? What's something you have to do? Or maybe today, what's something that you have to do today? Let me know in the forum of doubts and questions of this week. See you on Wednesday. Goodbye.